Hello, welcome back to Music Zoo. Today we'll be visiting with Hali Hammer. Hali is a revered Bay Area icon and award-winning singer-songwriter who enjoys writing and playing a wide variety of music. She has sung and played for peace and political causes for over 4 decades. An active member of Freedom Song Network and of Acapella, her diverse work has made her comfortable performing for all age groups from preschoolers to senior citizens. If you haven't heard her original songs before today, you're in for a treat. And given current events, we can be sure she'll be inspired to give us many more songs like these. Hali says she makes sure there's at least a ray of hope in each of her songs. I think you'll enjoy.
Okay, hi everybody, I'm Hali Hammer, and I'm going to start with a song that I wrote when George Bush was reselected. I sing with Freedom Song Network, and we were doing a CD release party opening for Vukani Mwetu chorus that sings South African freedom songs, and everyone was stunned. Sort of like the feeling now, although seems a little worse, but a lot worse. And Freedom Song Network got up and sang Songs of Hope, and then Vukani Mwetu chorus got up and they sang South African freedom songs. And I said to myself, you know, Nelson Mandela was in jail for 27 years and came out to be president of the country, and I refused to believe we're going down. So I started writing little notes. I refuse to believe this and that. And I said, I got to go home, and went home and finished this song. It's called I Refuse to Believe. I refuse to believe that the light which we share is dimming. I refuse to believe that the good which we do will fail. I refuse to believe that the righteous will be defeated or our vitality be depleted. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that our strides are inconsequential. I refuse to believe that our energies will be drained. I refuse to believe. Even in our bleakest moment, that our force is less than potent. I refuse to believe. For I believe we are connected to a universal power that cannot be held back for very long. And even though the forces of darkness are all around us, we will prevail if we don't curtail our song. I refuse to believe that the light which we share is dimming. I refuse to believe that the good which we do will fail. I refuse to believe that the righteous will be defeated or our vitality be depleted. I refuse to believe, 'cause I believe that we are rising with others who are surmising that caring and compassion are the key, and we are large in numbers, and we are strong in spirit, and we will not betray our humanity. I refuse to believe that our strides are inconsequential. I refuse to believe that our energies will be drained. I refuse to believe. Even in our bleakest moment, that our force is less than potent. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. So there's a lot going on these days. This is a song I wrote. I put out an album called I Refuse to Believe back when Bush was in office, because I thought it was important to get all the political songs out on an album. And this is another song from that album. It's called Utopia, and it's looking back at these times from the future and what is being seen. It was not so long ago that the earth had rich and poor, with the ecosystem on a doomsday route. There was suffering galore, pollution plagued the shore, and it seemed we'd gone too far down to dig out. But still we forged ahead with great resolve, expanding research for space exploration, till now all the planet's problems have been solved due to breakthrough scientific innovation. Every roof has solar panels, whirling windmills dot the hills, electric meters rust on basement floors, and since oil is not a fueler, we are rid of greedy rulers. For many years the world has seen no wars. The schools have all the money that they need, universal education right through college. The prison buildings all have gone to seed, as everyone's delighted to acknowledge. There's a shorter working day and a higher minimum wage. Food's plentiful and healthcare now is free. All the world's learned how to share, and with no anger or despair. There is no crime and all live happily. Yes, the world's a better place, no one running a rat race. We all cruise around in biodiesel cars. You see, everything's improved with so many folks removed, since we sent all the Republicans to Mars. It's my song of hope for the future. Well, this is a song called In a World Gone Mad, which it certainly seems to have gotten, but it's actually a song of hope also. I try not to write songs that make me want to go home and slash my wrists. I'd rather write things that have some hope to them, because without hope, we're never going to get anywhere. We have to keep our energy up in order to fight the forces that be for as long as we need to. And the important thing about this song is, for every 4 lines of things that are wrong with the world, there are 8 lines of things that are right. And you can sing along at home with this. This is your chorus. In a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, I'm glad that there are people like you. In a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, I'm glad that there are people like you. There is global warming, mass pollution, governmental prostitution, defilement of our Constitution, soul and body destitution. But there are those who will aid anyone who undo ills that have been done, who make the time for helping one-on-one, who can change the world and still have fun, who feel empathy is an attribution, and love should be shared without dilution. Those who make a contribution and are not the problem but the solution. In a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, I'm glad that there are people like you. In a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, I'm glad that there are people like you. There are homophobics and racism, unjust laws and crowded prisons, fundamentalist religions, selfishness and egotism. But there's the humble genius, the honest seeker, the ones who cheer you when life gets bleaker, the demonstrator, the peacekeeper, the optimist and the thought leaper. And there are those who will share anything, whose winters look a lot like spring, who take the needy beneath their wing, and those who sit with friends and sing. In a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, I'm glad that there are people like you. Oh, 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 oh. In a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, in a world gone mad, I'm glad that there are people like you. Okay, well, I just want to tell you a little bit about what I've been doing these days. First of all, if you want to join me any Monday from 4 to 5 on Solano Avenue by the Oaks Theater, I sing up there at the Tax the Rich rally with acapella. We have songbooks. We do mostly parodies and familiar songs, so it's easy to join in with us, and you're welcome to come there. Also, acapella, depending on when this is broadcast, either will have just played or will be playing at the Women's March. What we're doing is we're setting up along the route of the march in front of Laurel Bookstore and playing as the march goes by, and then we'll be doing a song at the rally as well at Frank Ogawa Plaza. If you want to find out more about the Women's March, you can just Google that. It's all over the place. There are women's marches all over the country, and it's not just for women. I just want to say that men are definitely going to be at this rally as well. The other thing I'm working on right now, and acapella, if you want to find out, our calendar is up at our website, which is www.occupella.org. The other thing I'm working on right now is I got a call a couple of weeks ago from a woman, Judy Klaas, in Nashville. She got my number from someone else that I know, and she asked me if there was any kind of a website for progressive music and progressive artists, and to put up their material and let people know what they're doing. And I couldn't think of any. I've checked with a few other people like John McCutcheon and Pat Humphreys from Emma's Revolution. They have not heard of anything like this either. So we're going to start one right here in Berkeley. And we're going to do it in WordPress, which, if any of you are familiar with, is a very easy program to get people to administer. And my dream is that we get a website up so that every artist who wants to can put up a page on this website with links to their specific things. And also there will be a little questionnaire for each artist. What brought you into activism? How far are you willing to travel for rallies? Where are you willing to play? That kind of thing. So if you're interested in pursuing that or becoming part of the administrators or get a page on the website, you can contact me at halih@yahoo.com. And we're going to be doing that as well. And this is a song now, a few weeks back, the election was, I believe, on the 9th. On the 18th, I got an email a few days before from Sophie Hahn and Jesse Arreguin, and inviting Berkeley, the city of Berkeley, to come to Civic Center Park and join together for breakfast and singing and speeches and making a giant peace sign in the park, a human peace sign. And I'm not really an early riser, but I said, for this, I'm getting up. So I went to the park, and I was so inspired by the whole event that I wrote this song. And I just finished a video. It's called We Will Rise Together. It's on YouTube. And I hope you visit the website, and I hope I get a lot of hits for it. And I hope you spread it around, because it's an important message that we will rise together, even no matter what mess we're in now. We've done it before, we'll do it again. We will rise together. We'll be wise together. We will watch the winter turn into the spring. Together, we'll hold hands together. We will band together. We'll breathe in and out as one, and we will rise, rise, rise. Our hearts will pound as one, and we will rise, rise, rise. Hundreds rose while it was dark to meet in Civic Center Park, to soothe their souls and quell collective fears. As the sky grew light above, we shared food and sighs and hugs in the greatest little city in America. We will rise together. We'll be wise together. We will watch the winter turn into the spring. Together, we'll hold hands together. We will band together. We'll breathe in and out as one, and we will rise, rise, rise. Our hearts will pound as one, and we will rise, rise, rise. We met with our compatriots to listen to the speakers talk of climbing from the darkness to where our love lights beam. We joined hands and circled round, and we made a joyous sound as we formed a human peace sign spanning the entire green. We will rise together. We'll be wise together. We will watch the winter turn into the spring. Together, we'll hold hands together. We will band together. We'll breathe in and out as one, and we will rise, rise, rise. Our hearts will pound as one, and we will rise, rise, rise. So then we reassembled with hope for Berkeley's future, and we shared the need for caring so that we could carry on. When Gary took the stage, 300 sang along. The song was Leonard Cohen's, the new words were his own. And when the chorus came around, the crowd rang out as one. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I just want to mention that the Gary mentioned in the song is Gary LaPoe, who wrote beautiful words for the morning for Hallelujah, Leonard Cohen's tune. And that line, the greatest little city in America, came from Jesse Arreguin's speech that day at the park. Okay. So this is the only a cappella song I've actually ever written. It's written from the perspective of the redwood tree, and the tree is its own instrument. It doesn't need a guitar or anything like that. And it's called Redwood. I am a mighty redwood. I have no need of name. I've stood my ground since many years before the humans came. And I can tell you stories wise with growth of many years. If you care to learn my language, if you listen, you will hear. Oh, I was just a sapling 'bout 1,000 years ago. The air was sweet and animals were the life to come and go. The few Native Americans had respect for things alive. They understood the give and take it takes life to survive. When I was round 500, a fire spread far and wide. It seared my branches, burnt this scar you still see on my side. The forest grew back green again. It took many rings of time, till birds nested in my boughs again, and squirrels returned to climb. Now I stand tallest of the trees, my roots trail through the ground. My limbs, they sweep the sky above, my cones grow firm and round. My needles reach up to the wind that moves off to the sea. But I can sense things far and near that are disturbing me. Man used to come and clear away the deadfall from this place. We didn't mind, but now they're in some kind of human race. They cut and kill and take to mill what they never can put back. How long do they think that the earth will stand for this attack? Now I hear through vibrations from my cousins the world round. It's not just California, humans stripped down to the ground. The mighty seas are clogged with oil. A hole burns to the sun. So widespread even humans note that damage has been done. I am a mighty redwood. I've long lived on this earth. I stand here tall, but I may fall once loggers on my girth. So I ask of you whose hearts are true, spread far and wide the song. Please hear my plea, let the earth be before all life is gone. Okay, so this is a song I wrote. I go to a lot of folk club camps with the San Francisco Folk Music Club, and I was thinking at camp how even with all the stuff that goes on in the world, my life is really pretty good. And this is called Days of My Life. It's an homage to my friends and family. There was a time when I sought fortune and fame, hoping everywhere I'd go they'd recognize my name. And if that dream came true, then happiness would flow. Just shows how much of life I didn't know. But now I'm older, more secure within myself. Those plans are folded and stored on memory's shelf. My recognition wide as the circle of my friends, satisfaction greater than it's ever been. There's not a day goes by without appreciation for this life with family and friends. There's nothing that is missing, that is missing from the days of my life. I liked my job. Each day I learned something new. Now I've retired and still have much to do. I walk in winter. There are flowers all around. I hear laughter, I hear music, those joyous loving sounds. There's not a day goes by without appreciation for this life with family and friends. There's nothing that is missing from the days of my life. I know the world's not perfect, so I work to make it right. When you're chipping at the darkness, you let in a bit more light. I'm not forgetting my mistakes or the things I've left behind, but I try to let the positive take root within my mind. I breathe the beauty of this sacred earthly home and the goodness of most people. Wherever I have roamed, I meditate upon the essence of the awesome truths I've found, of the smiles and all the kindness that abound. There's not a day goes by without appreciation for this life with family and friends. There's nothing that is missing from the days of my life. There's not a day goes by without appreciation for this life with family and friends. There's nothing that is missing from the days of my life. That is missing from the days of my life. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can go to my website if you want to see what I'm up to, www.halihammer.com. So www.halihammer.com. Or you can email me, especially if you're interested in finding out about the website project, at halih@yahoo.com. And you can always find out what Acupella is doing at www.acupella.org. Thanks a lot.